Break.
We'd like to welcome you back to another episode of the Viking Huddle. My name is Dustin Cornelius, and I am the speech and media productions teacher at the high school. And unfortunately, YouTube world, Trenton is not with us today. So you're going to have to bear with me being the host, or the host, not a co-host, the host. But he was helping his mother today. So we got to applaud a young man who takes care of his mom. But we are fortunate because we are here with Mr. Brawley. But before we even talk to Mr. Brawley, we want to thank all of our sponsors. First of all, the Viking Huddle is powered by Ibid Electric Company. So thank you to the fine people at Ibid. And I was actually talking to Chad Rohax this past weekend because his daughter plays softball with my daughter and Mr. Brawley's daughter. And I said, hey, are you going to power the Viking Huddle this year? And he said, yeah, absolutely. So shout out to Chad. Thank you for your sponsorship. So
Can I cut in real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just so you know, Austin Rohax hit her first home run this weekend, and she's going to be a freshman, and she's an absolute stud at whatever she wants to do. But congratulations, Austin.
First home run out of the park. And then after she hit it, Chad didn't get up and go get it because he didn't want to be that dad. So I was like, I'll go get it. And Matt's younger daughter had the ball, and she was going to throw it back in the field of play. I said, do not throw that ball back into the... We're keeping that one.
And that was putting it Dustin screaming at my daughter.
I did. So
do not throw that ball
because I know they wouldn't have given it back.
You don't do that.
No. So, yeah, no. And I'm super nice to Austin. So when I saw her, I said, that would have been a fly ball in most fields. I just want you to know that. You got to keep them humble. You know what I'm saying?
That was a bomb.
It was a bomb. She murdered it. So, well, hey, once again, YouTube people, you can see that we are live on location. We're here at Cambell Ford, and we have Marvin Dawson with us, and we're going to bring him into the conversation in just a minute because they partner with us, and they help us out a lot. They help the community out. They help the schools out. So we're going to talk to him in just a minute about some of their new endeavors and what they're doing for the schools and stuff that they can offer to the community. So we're going to talk to him in just a moment. But it's been a minute since we did a podcast. And what we want to do is kind of talk about, this is year 4 for Mr. Brawley. He just completed year 4. And we wanted to kind of recap the past year. So, Mr. Brawley, can you kind of talk about success or things that you were proud of from this past year?
Well, the most thing I'm proud of right now is I just got done with my evaluation and I still have a job. So that's a plus.
Year 5 coming.
Year 5. I get to go to a year 5. We had a lot of success this year. It's probably overall, since I've been here or even been a part of any sporting program, collectively the most successful season I've ever been a part of. Volleyball wins the district title. Mm-hmm. Wrestling, we had 3 kids compete at the state tournament. We had a second place runner-up, Madison Ward, who is going to Grand Valley to wrestle, and she's an absolute stud. Sam Rucker finished 4th, a very controversial call at the end of the match. It was actually tied, but he had a heck of a year. And Chloe Kiggins qualified for the state finals, didn't place, but her first year wrestling.
Yeah,
she hasn't wrestled.
Never wrestled before.
Yeah. She wrestled in like my way and stuff like that.
Right.
But then I'm going to come out my senior year and then does an amazing job and qualifies for state.
Yeah. So wrestling, volleyball, awesome. Can you talk a little bit about
baseball?
Baseball
did a great job. We lost in the regionals. Baseball is such a funny game. But you got to tip your hat to Three Rivers. They did a great job. We beat them in the regular season pretty handedly. Yep. They had a pitcher come out. He threw strikes. They didn't make mistakes. And neither did we. And I think we lost 2-1. Great ball game. But another district title, back-to-back districts. And that has not happened often at Niles. As good as baseball time we've been, there's only a few back-to-back.
It's a 1983 team?
I think so.
Wow.
And maybe 94.
We didn't do that. We didn't go back to back.
But I think Josh Asmus's team, Randy Lujan, those guys did.
Okay. Yeah, and I was talking with my daughter about baseball, it's like you make the little things add up. Like those little tiny things add up, and one play goes this way, one play goes that way, and that's the difference. That's one run, and that's the difference between winning and losing.
Now we're into the softball world. It's very, very similar. You know, my daughter, it's a tie ball game, and she overthrows the pitcher on just. I'm like, what are you doing? She's going to hate me for saying this. And then his daughter, you could.
Well, so these are teachable moments for our kids. Like it's like because we've played, we know the game, and they're babies to me. You know, they're still learning. But she thinks that there's 3 outs. She's pitching. She catches the ball, and she just nonchalantly flips it back to the circle. Everybody starts coming off the field. And then there's a girl at third base. She scores. That's one run.
Both times when our daughter screwed up, there were girls on third.
Yep.
That both scored and we lost one run.
I watched a little more Charlie Hustle videos.
Yeah, and we lost by 1 run. Yeah. So, not only did the baseball team have a lot of success, but you were telling me last night about
track.
The individuals from baseball.
Yeah, Brendan Olson and Jackson Rock that are having incredible summers right now. A lot of Big Ten schools are looking at them, talking to them. Western Michigan's heavily involved for both of those kids. This whole recruiting process it's fun, but it's still nerve wracking. You know, when they're, but what an experience for those guys.
How is that? This isn't on our sheet, but like, how is the recruiting? Because you were literally just talking to, was that Doug Campbell?
Yeah, Mr. Campbell.
Mr. Campbell. Okay. About recruiting
Hamilton.
For Brandon Hamilton. As the athletic director, what role do you play in that? Like, do they
I'm still trying to figure this out. I'm 20 years in. I've sent I've had a lot of players go to different schools.
Yep.
Mainly smaller schools, Division II, Division III, NAIA schools.
Yep.
This is really the first time that I've had Division One.
Yeah.
You know, we've had Notre Dame was met with Brandon and Olson for about an hour.
Wow.
That was pretty impressive, and it was the week of the national championship football game.
That's pretty
Take time
impressive.
out of your day to come up to Niles, talk to us. So that was pretty cool. But they got to hit measurables, they got to hit time, speed, things that they're looking for their program.
So do they contact you before they like?
Sometimes they contact me. Sometimes they contact the coach. Sometimes they contact the kid. As much as I don't like social media, it's incredibly important in the recruiting process.
Yeah.
Jackson Rock does a heck of a job with his profile. So do all those guys. And there's a lot of interaction on Twitter.
Yeah, you were telling me even with your son Chase that Twitter that he has a profile that's solely for recruiting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's platforms out there that you can pay for.
Yeah.
But the fact is, if you're good enough, they're going to find you. Yeah. You don't need to pay the money.
Yeah. You were talking about track, and we had a pretty outstanding track season this past year.
I wish I had my track shirt on because there's so many events that we went to the state finals, and we actually had an outside chance of winning the whole thing. Aiden McCrary, my gosh, he's going to Grand Valley to run track. Broke the school record. Forgive me if I want to say it was the 110 hurdles, the 400, and the 300 hurdles.
Okay.
To place. Just to make it to state is an honor.
Right.
But he was ranked first or second in all those events.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And that 400, the 400 is an absolute man's race. It's full speed all the way around the track.
Yeah.
No thanks.
No.
I don't even want to walk.
I don't want to walk around the track.
A 4x1 team qualified.
Who was all on that? Do you remember? I know it was Sam was on it.
You had Sam, you had Alex Anderson, and then he got hurt, and then Andre Wells stepped in.
Okay.
And then you had DiBartolo, Peyton Gordon.
Okay.
So,
all right.
And they actually dropped the baton or had a bad handoff. They were right there and then had a bad handoff.
Yeah.
And then, oh my God,
Ben Bruckner?
Bruckner in the 100. Bruckner.
I didn't realize he was fast like that. I didn't know.
So people from Niles know how fast Lonnie Jones was.
Yeah.
Ben's faster
than Lonnie Jones
in the 100 yards.
Lonnie, if you're
Sorry
watching
about
that, we
Lonnie.
should have a race. Because Lonnie's probably in great shape right now. But I did not. Really?
Yeah, 11.2. Lonnie ran 11.3, his fastest, and Ben's was 11.2.
I did not know
flying.
Ben Bruckner was that fast.
And he is a heck of a long jumper, too.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. Okay. We talked about bowling. We had
Kidwell made it to the state and then just missed the cut to actually place.
yeah.
So he had a heck of a year.
Then I was talking to Matt Herm because Matt Herm is my brother-in-law.
The Herminator.
The Herminator. He's one of the coaches for the tennis team. And Danny Small's daughter she's pretty gifted, correct?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. She was a number 1 seed, but didn't make it out of the regionals, but did a heck of a job.
Okay. Any other sports that you want to brag on the kids? Once again, we're talking about these kids because, I mean, they are like these kids. We have great kids,
They're
Marvin.
phenomenal.
I know that you're not walking the hallways like we are, but
no.
and they're not all perfect.
They're not.
No, raised 3 boys. I know what you're talking about there. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but they're really good kids, and all the names that he's named thus far, like these are like kids that you'd be like, man, I'd be proud to have that kid. You know what I mean? Like it's just a good group of kids.
And then every year it's what's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet.
When they graduate?
When they graduate.
Yeah.
Hey, good job. Like Dane Asmus. Come
Yeah.
on.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, I take 100 of him. He's in graduating. We're going to miss him. We're going to miss Sam. We're going to miss all those guys.
Yep, absolutely.
But the year before, it was Juju or it was Bruckner or, it's every year we have great kids.
Yeah.
Well, you set the bar, you get people setting the bar. The next one behind wants to
And they
wants to do one better.
really have done it. They have done a great job with that.
Yeah. For me personally, when I reflect on last year, I mean, so Matt and I came in the same year. We were both hired in the same year. In fact, during his interview, he said, you need to go get Dustin.
I did not.
So, for me personally, making it to Ford Field was
I forgot we did that too.
the run the football team went on. Was like a dream. It was unbelievable. Do you want to talk about that? Because we've had months to decompress from
I
that.
still haven't decompressed. And
Okay.
I guess, the thing that was, that's the pinnacle
Yeah.
of sport. You
State
made it-
championship in
you
football.
play in Ford Field.
Yeah.
And, hopefully we get a chance to get back there. We'll know some things we could do better. Logistically wise, we were so excited. We had a police escort from Niles to 94.
And that's
That might have been, it was
sweet.
awesome, but it might have been an overkill.
Yeah.
We're still going to win a football game.
Yeah.
And it's, you don't want to take that joy away from anybody, the community or anything like that. And, now we know how to navigate Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And then playing the next morning.
Yep.
And then finding a practice on Thanksgiving Day.
Yep.
In the middle of, or the beginning of winter.
Yeah.
So we'll be a little bit more prepared.
Yeah. I know for me personally, like learning, like you've never, like Portland, not Portland, I'm sorry, Goodrich, the team that ended up beating us, they were there the year
20-minute drive.
They were there before, right? The year before? Or 2 years before?
They've been knocking on the door.
They've been there.
Yes.
Okay. And like one of the things, this is just something minute, but like I help with the student section, so I rode the fan bus there. But when we get there, our band is on this side and the kids are over here. And it's like, we didn't think about that. We didn't, because we really want our band and our kids to be together so that way they can, do things together essentially.
I mean, we were on the same side, just opposite ends.
Totally
of the
opposite ends of the end zone.
Of the end zone.
Right. But we didn't know that. So these were logistical things that we didn't know about. But for me personally, seeing all the people that traveled from Niles.
Did I tell you that Niles had the most following out of anybody there?
I didn't know that.
Any of the, 8 divisions, so
Okay.
16 teams.
Okay.
We had more than anybody.
That does not surprise me because there were so many people that came to support our kids. Like, yeah, our community is unbelievable.
It's the best.
But it's not even just our community. Like when we talk about the police escort,
It was Dowagiac. It was Decatur.
yeah. I mean, there were people lining 51 all the way to 94. People outside in Decatur and Dowagiac holding up signs, seeing the team go by. And my wife was actually in that caravan. She followed them up there. I couldn't because I had to ride the fan bus. But she called me and she said, this is unbelievable. She said, I cannot believe that these people from these other communities are out here, and it was late at night, and they're supporting us. And that was such a credit to Southwest Michigan and just the people around, like, hey, this isn't our team, but these are our people, and we'll support them. So,
well, as a parent, I get to experience that twice with my children down in at Penn.
Okay.
Both state championship runs they had down there, and you're right, you never forget it as a parent.
Yeah, it's
unbelievable.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And because football had such a good run last year, I know that people watching, like, they want to know what's going on. So, like, not just football, but what are the athletes doing right now, Matt? Like, I know there's a lot of MHSAA rules, but what are they doing? Like, what type of things are they able to do?
We're allowed basically 15 competition dates, which is 7-on-7, which if you've followed us in the last 4 years, we don't throw the ball very much.
Yep.
But some of the teams we do throw. So we like for basically defensive purposes, and we occasionally we'll throw. But we like to run the ball. You know, we put our heart and soul into hand the ball off, running the triple option, and you know, Coach Shaw is just a mastermind with it.
Yep.
So right now it's a lot of lifting, a lot of conditioning. There will have some install days, but you're only allowed a certain amount of those days according to the MHSAA.
Okay. What about is that now the same rules for all the other fall sports too? Like girls are not.
I say girls basketball had a great summer.
Yep.
Boys basketball had a great summer. You're allowed 15 dates, competition dates.
Okay.
So we went to Spring Arbor. We went up to Kalamazoo.
Okay.
SMC. We've had a lot of scrimmages. And you can play as many games as you want on that date. But typically you play 3 or 4 games a day or a weekend. And so now they're just doing 4-player workouts.
Okay.
Baseball, softball, there is no regulations from July or June 10th to basically August 1st.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can take your whole baseball team or softball team, and you can play as many games as you want.
Okay.
Volleyball, same way. They got 15 competition dates.
Yep.
And I know we'll talk about the new coach, but they've been doing a great job. I'll look at my phone here, just to let you know how they're doing.
Are they playing today?
No, they just had open gym.
Okay.
They beat Lakeshore 25-7.
We'll take that.
Yeah, anytime you could
Take the W, baby. Take the W and go home.
But basically everywhere we've went this summer, we've been dominating.
Good.
We have a really good group of seniors.
And you kind of transitioned into that perfectly on my notes. So not only like we're excited for this next coming season, but there's going to be a lot of change. Can you talk about? We have some new leadership in some of the programs. Can you talk about some of the new coaches?
Yeah, let's start with boys basketball. Mark Hass, 96 graduate of Niles. Those of you that followed Niles athletics throughout the years, he was a 3-sport athlete. He was a quarterback. He was the point guard. He was the starting pitcher, shortstop. He was a heck of an athlete. And he's
a lot like you.
No, he was a lot better than me.
Except for fast, right? Was he fast?
Oh, yeah, he was fast. I wasn't fast. No, Mark was a great athlete. So excited to have him. And we got volleyball, Abby Harpenall. She's a Niles grad also.
Yep.
I think 2017 maybe.
Okay.
And actually when I was the AD at Glen Oaks, she was a player there. So I've known Abby a long time. She's a heck of a hard worker. She's a heck of an athlete, and she's going to do a great job with these girls.
Okay.
And then the next coach was Jenna Podgen, who was also, Jenny Stuppy, or Jenna Stuppy from Dowagiac. She was a all-state pitcher. Mm-hmm. She was actually, I think it was you that was telling me, part of that 23-inning game versus Lakeshore.
She was telling us this, and I give a big shout-out to Coach Podgen. Coach Podge. She came to watch 13U softball this weekend. She didn't have to. Paid a $20 gate fee to come in, but we had several Niles girls playing this weekend, and she showed up on Saturday and Sunday to come watch our kids play. And I thought, man, that's impressive. Like, she cares.
Tip your hat. She's going to be all in. She's excited.
Yeah.
And the other thing, she's a pitcher.
Yeah.
How many times that we started. Okay,
we don't know anything about it.
We got girls. We're going to play softball.
Yep.
We started like 8, 9 years old, not knowing a clue, and it's very similar to baseball, obviously. But other than pitching, like what do we do? I don't.
There's
know.
a million nuances to fast.
Nobody
pitch.
knows.
Nobody knows.
So,
Nobody knows.
Very excited for Coach Podge, and she knows pitching.
Yeah.
So we're thrilled to have her. I'm really, really excited for this year. Kind of be bittersweet though. Yeah. My son's going to be a senior.
Yeah.
So
it's nuts.
Yeah. Coach Shaw, and I talk a lot, about Brandon and Chase after the first, hey, we still got 3 more years with these guys. Hey, we still got 2 more years with these guys. This is it.
Yep.
So,
I remember 2 years ago, after their freshman year when they were going into their sophomore, I think it was their sophomore year. Your kind of joke theme was this year we can drive.
Yes. Well, that's not just those two.
Right. No, it was all the kids.
When Shaw really got this program turned around.
Yeah.
I remember we almost upset Edwardsburg in the district finals.
Yep.
The busiest.
We had them
that whole year.
Yeah.
The Nilly Road year.
Yes.
That whole year. Picking the kids up. All the parents are lined up to pick their kids up. We had 4 kids on the team that could drive.
It was a bunch of babies for sure.
Yeah. And to see what that group of individuals, your Talon Brawleys, your Jujus, your Sam Ruckers, Paul Hess, Talon Bad, what those guys have helped build to now has been impressive. Like I said, they're 14, 15 years old playing against 17, 18, 19-year-olds.
Oh, it's a big jump.
Yeah.
Massive jump. I remember when Chase was a freshman and I asked you, I said, do you think that he'll play varsity as a freshman? And you said he might. And I reflected on, there's no way I physically could have done that. And it's because going from because I didn't play my JV year. I played my freshman year. I just lifted and trained my sophomore year. And then I started playing varsity football my junior year. The jump from freshman to varsity was this is a different level. And I can't even fathom that, to have those many kids who were that young playing varsity and competing. It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. So, well, hey, we're going to move on. But hey, you probably noticed that we are not in our normal podcast room. We are actually live on location at Cambell Ford. And the reason that we're here today is because Cambell Ford has partnered with us, and we were talking about the Ford Field experience.
And what Cambell Ford did for us, for Ford Field, with the buses and the donate. Just a big thank you from the bottom of my heart to you guys, because that trip would not have been as memorable, or the things that we got to do because of you guys.
And they didn't bat an eye. They just said,
here you go.
What do you need?
Yep.
Yeah.
They were actually, I think Doug reached out to us. What do you need?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Super great people here.
And they actually help sponsor our golf outing. Mm-hmm. And we'll talk about that in just a little bit. But they've got a new idea about something we're going to do at some of our football games. But the thing that they're going to promote through that is they have this mobile service. And this is actually pretty unique. I've never heard of this before. And we have Marvin Dawson with us today. So, Marvin, thank you for joining the Viking Huddle with the 10,000 followers that we have.
Yeah, 10,000.
20,000. Can you kind of talk about, so Matt was trying to explain to me what this mobile service is, and it sounds almost like too good to be true. Can you kind of tell the audience, what is this mobile service thing?
Well, we started about 3 years ago. Ford came up with what they call the Mobile Guest Experience Program, which involves either A, taking a vehicle to customers' home to take care of their vehicle repairs or maintenance, or B, providing pickup and delivery service for your customers. It was all centered around the work from home people.
Yep.
People work from home, either that or people that are raising a family of children at the home that make it very hard to leave the home.
Yep.
Or somebody taking care of a senior citizen parent or such at home. It was around following DoorDash, and I use the term DoorDash all the time because so many people embrace that bring it to me mentality, right? So we started about 3 years ago. We told ourselves going in that we were going to do very light recalls for customers in one van. And so we'd call people with recalls. We'd go out to their homes. We'd take care of them, absolutely no cost whatsoever. And it evolved rather quickly well, what more can you do for us? What more can you do for us? Then we started doing oil changes for them in their homes. People started just absolutely loving that offering from us. So we grew from 1 vehicle to 2 vehicles to 3. We're now at 6. We do about 600 doorbells a month.
Wow.
Throughout Midwest Michigan into Indiana. We cover about a 40-mile range, and again, it's 600 doorbells a month.
So I just want to make sure I'm clear on this. You will go to somebody's house and change their oil for them.
It becomes interactive, actually. Yes, we change our oil for them in their driveway.
Okay.
I had to go out and see it myself as it started to take off. We don't charge anything else extra. It's
the same cost if you bring it in here?
Same cost. You stay
That's
at home,
bananas.
we come to you, no extra cost. We do all the free stuff and the recalls that are free, absolutely free. And then we have people that, again, have their oil changes, tire rotation. We'll do brakes in driveway. I don't do tires, but we'll do light maintenance and those type of things. And it is absolutely amazing how it works out. We have people come in their house, put their lawn chairs out, and they watch. They get interactive with my technicians. They just really get a kick out of being that close to the guy working on their car.
Yeah.
And otherwise, we have other people that continue mowing their lawn. We try to keep people in what we call U mode. Do what you need to do or do what you want to do rather than have to bring your car into us for service. And again, it's taking off for us.
Yeah, because that's a lot of time. When you bring a car in, it's a commitment. Like you're like, okay, I'm going to be here for a minute,
Mm-hmm.
And so to be able to continue doing, hey, I have to... For me, it's like, oh my gosh, the lawn's this high again. You know what I mean? To me, to be able to, I can mow my lawn and they're doing what they need to do, and then I don't have to go take it in to get it changed. Is anybody else doing anything like that? Or you guys like...
Locally, we're the only one doing it at that volume. There's nobody else even close to us.
It is so convenient. They come to the high school. It'd be perfect for teachers, perfect for administrators. We're getting out of work. Well, 3, 4 o'clock, but then you got to go pick your kids. You guys are closed. People are closed. We did it a couple times at Niles High School, and you got your keys? Yep, here you go.
Yeah, we'll do businesses.
I'll call you when we're done.
I brought up the homes, but we do it businesses as well. We have quite a few takers that have all their employees involved with us, and we'll come out and do a bunch at a time or one at a time. Whatever they need as far as in the local area.
Yeah.
But it is something. Once you experience it, I haven't do mine that way. Yeah. I really get a kick out of the individuality that I get, the personal attention, even when the guy does my own car.
Yeah.
They did the school van.
Oh, did they?
When we took the football coaches down to the clinic at Harding University that runs the triple option.
Yep.
And they're like, we're going to take the van. I'm like, let me call someone first. Let's make sure that's going to make it all the way to Arkansas and back. But no, it was a great experience, and just the like you said, the personal touch. It was like, hey, this is what you got going on. You're going to be fine, but you want to look out for this.
How do people find out? Like, if they want more information on how to set up this mobile service, do you guys have a website? What do they do?
Absolutely. If they go on our regular Cambell Ford website, we have a link to scheduling on there.
Okay.
If they're a Ford owner. If you're a Ford owner, you can go on your mobile app you have with your vehicle. You can schedule on there a mobile visit. We do all makes and all models.
Okay.
So we don't distinguish between any of that. I'll do Dodge, Chryslers, Chevrolets. We'll do all makes and models. If we know what vehicle we're going out to work on, we'll make sure we bring the right equipment to do it. But it is just taken off. Usually it's referral. Once they find out. But most people, when we try to call and ask them about having a recall, they're very standoffish because they really don't know what to think of somebody coming to their house. But by the time we leave, they're like, can you come back for an oil change?
Yeah.
Once you become comfortable with the situation.
The world, COVID has just changed everything so much.
Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
how I get my groceries. Like we started doing the Walmart pickup where you pull in and then they bring it out. And then my wife was like, it's like $20 to deliver it at our house. And I'm like, we can just pull in there. She's not going back. We don't go to the store ever anymore. Like, they deliver it, she sets it up. And it sounds like, cause it's the time, it's like you're saying, the time is so valuable. And if you can do these things, because if you don't get the oil changed, well, now you're in real trouble.
Right.
So, that's awesome. And I know that Matt said that you guys are also thinking about, a new way to kind of support our kids, and
to promote this,
to promote this.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win. So, can you talk about is it the field goal competition, or what are we doing?
We're going to start. We're going to start with the field goal. We've talked about, Doug Campbell, as Matt said, is so active in the community in different areas, including the schools, and we didn't even touch on the fact we're involved in the automotive program there at Niles High School.
Oh, that's awesome.
The service manager and myself. But he's so involved in the community that we thought, well, let's try something unique and different to try to promote. Our latest van is actually a body repair van.
Okay.
We'll go and do light body work at people's homes, and that's really off the hook, An oil change is one thing, but really change a bumper in my driveway, So we're trying to promote that next version of this. So Matt was gracious enough to work with us, and what we're going to do is we're going to have 2 students, male and a female student.
Yep.
Both have an opportunity to win a scholarship from Cambell Ford by completing a successful field goal during the football game.
In between the first and second quarter.
Now, these are not old people who are going to tear a hamstring. These are
These are high school students.
Okay, somebody in shape.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Matt assuming there's going to be no injury, or you
Yeah,
did the
no,
things.
no
You're going to get some guy
that
that be like, I can kick that, and then they're going to get hobbled off the field. Yeah, I can see that coming.
But we're excited about it. We're going to go, as part of it, we're going to give them promotional oil change prices just to experience our product that we have going right now. But we're real excited to partner with, and maybe be involved in sports later on as we go through the football season.
See how this goes, and maybe do something for basketball or wrestling or baseball, softball, volleyball. The sky's the limit for this.
But I told Matt, it's easy.
And we're going to do every game, right?
Field goal. Every home game.
So there'll be 8 students potentially winning a scholarship.
Correct. We hope they win.
Yeah,
that's what we want. But
so we're going to pick the soccer team.
Well, he's the creative one out of this. I thought, I can visualize football, kick a field goal, or maybe a free throw in basketball. He said, "Oh man, we can come up with all these different ideas for different sports." And I'm like, "Okay."
I like baseball, softball, bringing out the dunk tank and putting Dustin in it.
But yeah, we're
gonna need a big tank.
Big tank. Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So once again, if you guys want to find out more information about this, you can go to their website. You can come in. If you have a Ford, you can use your app. Sounds like it's an easy way to maintain your car.
You're going to have the van on site.
We're going to have the van on site. We'll have a couple of our people down there to talk about it. And again, we'll have some promotional offers.
On site, meaning at the football games.
Yes.
We're going to bring it inside the gate. And, that first game versus St. Joe, we need a little bit of revenge on that.
Let's see that go down real well.
Yeah. What day is that? Do we know the
Friday.
day? Friday. It's coming on Friday.
Can't come soon enough.
It's Friday.
Friday.
Awesome. Well, Marvin, did we miss anything? Because I want to make sure that you've said everything that you wanted to say on that, because it sounds like just a great opportunity. And once again, even before if there is something else you want to say, we do want to say thank you, because I know that just how much you've helped our school out and our kids out, and we seriously, gratitude through the roof. We are so thankful. So thank you. Yeah, we do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes.
As we talked before we started, I raising 3 boys through athletics. It comes to an end too quick, just like you said, And the athletic parents are the ones that work. I think they work their tails off.
Yeah.
To get their kids through. I know my wife and I at times had to stop on the side of the road and switch kids in the cars.
You're going here, I'm going here.
I'm going here, you're
Divide
going there.
and conquer.
Yep. And it gets, you go from a little bit to as hectic as it could possibly be, and then it's over.
Yeah.
And but we really appreciate your help and your partnership with the schools, and we're going to do everything we can to support students.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So we have some things coming up for the kids. I know, Matt.
Vacation's over.
No,
I got 3 days this week.
3 days.
The
Okay.
Orchard Hills invite, and then it's over.
Physicals are coming up July 28th.
Yep.
And how much are those? 60
$60.
$60, and that's at the high school.
It's at the high school. It's a great deal. We work with Corewell Health. They do a phenomenal job. They have, what am I say, like 16 doctors and nurse practitioners. So it's not, there's going to be probably 300 people there, but you're going to be in and out.
Okay.
And, they take it very, very seriously. You're going to get everything you have to do for the MHSA that has to be completed after April 15th.
Okay.
So I get a lot of people, your physical is good for a year, yes, but not according to the MHSA. Anything after April 15th will be considered the whole year.
Okay.
If you get it April 14th, you got to get another physical.
Yeah. And any athlete, whether it's middle school to high school, you have to have this, or you cannot play. If you are going to
participate in middle school or high school athletics, you have to have a physical on file with us.
Yeah, and if you don't choose to do that with us on July 28th, your doctor can do that. But this is an easy way to come in. It's painless in and out. And it's available for you.
Absolutely.
Another big event that we have coming up is our annual golf outing, and that's August 2nd. Can you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, August 2nd, Hampshire Country Club. They do a great job. The Wells family. Dustin comes out and DJs it. We have the whole course. We have 60s. I mean, we're loaded. I mean, it's max capacity right now. I think we're at 62 or 63 teams. Okay. So, and then there's probably another 7 teams on a waiting list because, people cancel for whatever reason. So if you're on the waiting list, don't panic. Things do happen.
And how many teams?
63.
That's double stacked.
And I promise you, you play in a lot of golf outings. I do.
I've never played. I go. Yeah.
And there's some that just take forever. And you would think with this many teams, but we have a par max.
Okay.
If you miss your birdie shot, you write down a par and go to the next hole. I don't care if you're 500 yards from the hole. Does not matter.
You are moving on.
And if you put a bogey down on your card, so if you like to golf and you want to shoot a good score, I promise you it'll be a great score. You're not going to shoot over par.
It's the worst you can do.
If you put a bogey down, you did something wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, no eraser needed necessarily.
And it doesn't. Right? And it only helps the golfers that are inexperienced, that are just going out to have a good time.
Yeah.
Doesn't affect them. The good golfers are more than likely going to birdie the hole anyways.
Right.
So it's we've done this the last 2 years, and we get done in about 4.5 hours.
Okay.
Which is really good. And then Ma Hub's Barbecue, Andrew Hubbard does the food. You get your shirts. It's a really good time. The boosters do a heck of a job. There's putting contests. There's a 2-2 hole. You pay X amount of dollars, you wear a tutu, and you swing the club. It's pretty fun.
I wanted to do the heckler. I wanted to have a guy in a golf cart,
the back off challenge,
and you pay him. So I'm like, I want the heckler to follow Marvin around and heckle him until you give money to go get somebody else, and then that heckler goes and gets somebody else, like the Happy Gilmore heckler.
Yeah,
there you go.
That would actually be because Happy Gilmore 2 is coming out, so it is kind of relevant. But
that is relevant.
Yeah,
like, it would be easy for you. Like, how many toes do you have?
Well, the original guy died, right?
Did he really?
I think he died.
That you will not make this putt guy?
Yeah, I think he died.
I don't know.
It comes out the 27th, doesn't it?
I think so. We were talking about that the other day. We were at Subway the other day, and they have Happy Gilmore cups. And I was like, there they are. Like, I'm ready for this. You were talking about the shirt, and every year,
yes.
When you first came in, you're all about culture. And the first culture centerpiece, and this still is the centerpiece for Niles Athletics, was...
You're wearing it right now.
I'm wearing it right now. It's Burn, if you can see it, this was the original design, Burn the Boats. That was year one. Can you talk about, some people don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Kelly was at Notre Dame, and he brought this Fortune 500 company guy, motivator, to talk to the team. And he was talking about the Vikings in his motivational speech. And he said, when they went to conquer land, or, do a task, the first thing they did was burn the boats. And Cortez has done it also. Yep. Meaning
the boats they traveled on to get there.
The boats you traveled on to get to where you're going.
Yep.
If you don't accomplish your goal, you're not getting home. And that's there's no plan B.
Yep.
And that's kind of the mentality we've had. Burn the boats.
Yeah.
This is what
it's all or nothing.
This is what we're here to do.
All or nothing.
It's all or nothing.
Yeah. And so we did Burn the Boats for 2 years, and the golfers.
Well, that second year we did another theme with that Burn the Boats.
That's right, because we were on the road, and so we called that.
We did not have our football field done in time, or our soccer field. So, the soccer field was still playable.
Right.
But we played on the road.
Every game. And the shirt was the Nilly Road.
Which
was one of my favorite shirts, too. I thought that was
thought it was cool with the map, but and that was a knockoff on what came out, what Mad Max movie came out, right?
Fury Road. Yeah. And so when we were on the road, it's once again, you were talking about, it's because the brand new turf field. And for those of you, I know that there's a lot of people that are watching this. If you're watching this, you're probably engaged in Niles athletics, but some of you have not been to a football game and been able to experience what the new stadium looks like. That's one of several upgrades that we've been able to. I say we. That's how my wife does it. Like, we need to take out the trash. That we at Niles have been able to accomplish is the new football field, which is phenomenal.
Amazing.
It is amazing. But there are several other upgrades in the past 4 years that we have been able to accomplish. Can you talk about some of those?
Yeah. Let's. We'll start with the wrestling room.
Yeah.
For those of you that haven't been around Niles in a while, it's the old art room. Yep. And if before that it was the old bus garage, we've converted that into its own wrestling room. Has anybody been around wrestlers for an extended period of time? God love them. The work they stink.
Yeah.
Now you got your own room, you got your own building. Hang out.
Stink over there. Yeah.
Go stink over there.
Yeah.
It is a really, really nice facility.
Yeah.
State of the art. Everything we need to be successful.
And so because the wrestling room has been moved to the new art room, and it's their own separate area, it's perfect for them. What the old wrestling room became our
new weight room.
Yeah.
When we first got here, we had 6 racks.
Yeah.
And those of you that aren't familiar with lifting, a rack is where that's your station.
Yep.
You can squat, you
rack,
can bench, you can do cleans, you can do whatever. So we went from 6 to 12. Doubled it, and we're about 75 to 105 athletes in there every day.
Yeah.
Monday through Friday.
And I know the video you sent me.
Can we put that on?
I'm going to put it on there, so I'll overlay it right now.
And pay attention at the very end when Hamilton flexes.
Do you want me to include that part in there?
Absolutely.
All right, so you're seeing Brandon Hamilton flex right now. Do not adjust your screen. That is a high school human being. So
yes.
But yeah, no, that the weight room is
and a 4.0 student
and a super nice kid
and phenomenal.
It's a good kid.
Yes.
Who's not recruiting him? You need to get it together because he's unbelievable. So we had our new football field. We've got our wrestling room, our weight room. What are some of the other upgrades that we've done?
Brand new softball field.
Yes.
Brand new softball field, and they have done a great job with that, along with the press boxes for baseball and softball. That we didn't have a press box at either stadium.
Yep.
And now we do. In the sound, talk about the sound. What they've done. You're the sound guy.
Yeah. So John Lindstead with Last Pew. I think it's Last Pew Productions.
Big shout out to him.
Yeah. He actually also did the sound for our new Performing Arts Center, which if you've not seen that,
oh my gosh,
that might be the thing. I mean, it's unbelievable, and we needed that. But John has done this. He actually came to me. This was a couple years ago.
It was like 3 years ago.
Yes, and he said, "Listen," he said, my kids went through Niles. My grandkids are coming. He said, "I just want to help." He said, "I listen. We gotta do stuff to improve this stuff, and this is what I know. This is what I'm good at. How can I get involved? How can I help?" And so he kind of got the ball rolling with a lot of this, with the sound, especially for the PAC. And some of the upgrades there, the Performing Arts Center. But he was the first person that we called for the sound system for the softball and the baseball field. And he put the softball one in first because the softball field, it was a little delayed. So the girls got to play their last 2 games on it.
Yep.
So I said, he said, I'll make sure I get that one in because the girls haven't been able to play on the field. So I was DJing the game. And I play when they hit a foul ball, I'll play like the window breaking and stuff like that.
Very similar to like a South Bend Cubs.
It's like a minor league baseball game. Yeah. The one he didn't like is our girl.
Go ahead.
Our girl struck out one of their batters, and I played the "Every Kiss Begins with K."
And I just look at it,
everybody loved it. Even the other team loved it.
The MHSA really values sportsmanship.
That is.
And then I have to deal with him. And then all these
kind of like on the line
these opposing parents that call. And I'm kind of stuck in between a rock and a hard place because our community loves him. And it is funny. It is comical.
He loves it. He doesn't want to admit it. He loves it.
I don't like it.
He doesn't, because he's the most competitive person I've ever met in my life, because he doesn't just want to win. He wants to destroy you. So... That's true. That's true. You know that's true. So we're gonna get back on task. So John Lindstedt put in our sound system for the new press boxes, which are there's built-in bathrooms, which is really nice.
I don't have to have a porta john.
You don't have to go to porta john. Yeah,
parking lot.
Yeah.
So I know Mrs. Asmus is very happy about that.
I bet she was excited about that. And John is not only just doing the softball fields, but he.
Once again, Dustin has made my life fun.
The last football game that we had, the home game, was when we won regionals against Portland.
It might have been the best high school game I've ever seen.
It was the best one I've ever seen. I've never seen a better high school. It was,
and it should have been a blowout. But go ahead, Dustin.
It was an unbelievable.
Explain why it wasn't a blowout.
It was an unbelievable game. We are starting to really
put it on them.
It's 21-7, right?
I think it was 21-0.
Might have been 21-0. And I play after we score before we kick off. I played, whoop, there it is.
And that's fine.
And it's my job. I'm trying to get the people engaged. And so when they're singing, I said, let the Portland fans hear you. And so then our crowd gets loud. They're singing, whoop, whoop, there it is. Well, the very next play, Portland, we kick off and Portland returns at 100 yards for a touchdown. And their fans took that and started whoop, there it is-ing until almost the very end of anytime they did anything good, they would all start chanting it.
And then the next play, we turned the ball over. And then the next play, they score again.
Now, Marvin.
And now all of a sudden, it's going to a blowout. And Dustin.
In fairness, Marvin, I used to play football. I'm not on that field. They make the tackles. Chase, Brandon, somebody make it. Chase, but Brandon wasn't playing.
Chase said that at kickoff.
He should have came on the field then. He should have been. I'll take the penalty. But so it's the best high school football game I've ever seen. Right. We end up converting a 4th down, 4th and 11. Sam Rucker catches the ball, should have been tackled behind the line of scrimmage, somehow makes the catch, shakes it off, and gets 15, 16 yards. We end up scoring a touchdown on another pass play, and we don't throw the ball.
I think it was like 45 seconds left in the game.
We score a touchdown, and it is the loudest I've ever heard our stadium. Like, it is just like this insane uproar. So the game's not over. We still got to make a stop. We kick the ball off. Portland goes there, and they get a couple first downs, and so they're down to probably their second or last play, and they bring in they throw a bomb, and Brendan Olson, who is like a 6'7" avatar, will hopefully play Division I something.
Might get drafted.
May go pro. Nobody knows
in the baseball. Nobody knows.
He intercepts the ball, and at that point in time, we know that the game is sealed.
They are out of timeouts. There's 10 seconds.
We are going to win this game. And my friend Matt Miller, our mutual friend Matt Miller, looks back at me and he goes, "Do it." And I cranked, whoop, there it is. As loud as I said, I mean, I just turned the dial. And and we celebrated. And then as it was going, I started, we're getting to the point here. I started to hear a rattle in the speaker. And I went, uh-oh. So I backed it off a little bit. And I walkied Matt, and I said, "Hey, pretty sure I just blew out the speaker." And he goes, "We got a whole year to fix it." So John actually is upgrading our sound system at the football stadium, and it is going to be really, really, really powerful this year. So we're excited. I know Marvin's going like, have you been to a Niles game?
No, I have not.
Oh, dude.
I'm not going to miss one.
Yeah,
I'm coming.
Marvin,
it's amazing.
I'm coming.
It's electric. It's going to be fun. So, so thank you, John. Thank you for all. What's next?
Friday.
No, I know.
No,
facility-wise, what do you like? I know you're always cooking up something.
I always got plans. It just depends if we can. How do we get this done?
Yep.
Number one thing that has to get done is tennis courts.
Yep.
We need new ones.
Yep.
I would like next thing is soccer to have their own field.
Okay.
And and then the another thing that's always on my mind is the field house.
What's a field house for the people that don't know?
The field house, anybody plays travel baseball, travel soccer, travel anything.
Yep.
It's a place where, you have 5-6 batting cages, indoor turf, indoor track, another avenue for our kids to get better in sports.
Yeah.
You know, in the winter months.
And other communities have these things.
A lot of schools do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, there's been preliminary talk of them, and they go, "What are you looking for?" And I said, "Well, what's Lakeshore have?" And they said, "Theirs is 40,000 square feet." And I said, "Well, I want mine bigger." There's preliminary talk that it could be 43,000 square feet.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So that's in the works. Maybe we'll see what happens.
I'm trying to find, you know, something. I think a Doug Campbell Fieldhouse sounds pretty good.
I think it would look Doug Campbell Fieldhouse right on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
The drive behind the Vikings, something
Yeah.
like that. Who knows? Like we could figure that out. Yeah.
But no, those are some of the thoughts and ideas that I would like to have. Our basketball facility, it's almost iconic with the only problem is it's still a high school floor. For those of you who don't know about the difference between a high school floor and a college floor, most high school floors now are college floors.
Okay.
But we use a smaller court to our advantage. It's still within regulations, but it is a smaller
Are you talking about the length of the court?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I think Dowajek's was the same way. Their old
Yeah,
court was
now
like
the
that.
new one is...
It's regulation
Yes.
now, or it's college.
Yes,
College
I think Niles and St. Joe are the only two that I know of. And Cassopolis.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, so and to get kind of to bring it full circle. So the first year was Burn the Boats. Second year was the theme. The theme was Nilly Road, and the third year was The Reckoning.
Mm-hmm. To make right what was been wronged.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about that, or you want to move on?
We'll move on.
Okay. The Reckoning. So we wanted to make things right, and then last year the theme was Ride for the Brand.
Play for the brand. Yep.
Yep. And so this year, and it's always Burn the Boats, but this year the kind of theme that you're focusing on is there is no tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow.
So what we like to do, and Dustin's involved with this too, and I always run him by him because I actually had one that I wanted to go with, and it made sense, but it doesn't really make No Sleep Till Brooklyn.
Right.
That was a Beastie Boys song.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And the reason they said that they went on tour for their License to Ill album, and did not come back until they accomplished their goal. You know, they were known nationwide.
Yeah.
But we don't live in Brooklyn, so it didn't really make sense for us. But so I was watching Rocky, I think, and if you follow the Rocky movies, you know, the first two Rocky movies, you know, Rocky was there. Okay, yeah, I'll fight you. He didn't care,
Right.
you know, about his body, his well-being. He just,
brawl.
I'm here to play. I'm here to fight, and I'm going to win the title. And then you get to Rocky 3, and he's kind of complacent.
Yeah. Because he's got to get the glamour.
He's got the glamour.
Yeah.
He's not training. He's wrestling
Yep.
Hulk Hogan, or fighting Hulk Hogan.
Thunderlips.
Yeah. And, he kind of lost his edge.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Mickey dies, and Apollo starts training him.
Yeah.
And there's a scene. He's just not giving effort. He's not giving effort. And Mr. T already beat him earlier.
Yeah.
And it's Apollo just starts screaming, "There is no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Get it done now.
Yeah.
Get your edge back."
Yeah.
And I'm not saying we lost our edge, but we did get beat by St. Joe last year.
Yep.
We moved up to Division 3.
Yep.
Here we're still coming. And there is no tomorrow. That's the point behind this shirt.
And so the golfers, any golfer that is in the golf outing, will get that shirt.
Yep.
They'll also be
Come in 3 different colors, maybe 2.
Okay.
It'll be a gold. And I tell you, the guy that does these designs for us is Justin Zimmerman.
Okay.
He's done it every year. This is really cool. He works for Notre Dame, and he helps design all Notre Dame shirts, tickets, cups, and he does that out of his free time for us.
That's awesome.
And he is he's amazing with it.
Yeah. So the golf outing is one of the next major things. And also thank you to all the people that come and golf. Cambell Ford is one of our sponsors, but there are dozens of sponsors. Hundreds of sponsors who give. The golf outing is like our major fundraiser.
And it's kind of our way to, I every year at the beginning of the golf outing explain the rules, but then I thought, pay attention to these sponsorship signs.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about last night.
Yeah, pay attention to these sponsorship signs. When it comes to a decision, you have to do something for your house. look at the people that are supporting your kids,
Yeah.
and think about that when you're making a purchase.
You need an oil change. Who's supporting your kids? Absolutely. That guy, yeah. So, yeah, and you will see all the sponsors there. We'll list them. We'll talk about them, and we can't list them or talk about them all right now. But thank you to all the people who give, because athletics is expensive. You were talking about on the way in here. This has nothing to do with our script. You were talking about travel hockey, right?
That was with another AD, yeah.
Okay.
And he actually, I won't release the name of who I was talking to.
Right.
He had a parent come in and complain that they are there's too many fundraisers in athletics.
Okay.
Coming from the same person that's paying thousands of dollars to play travel hockey, or
right?
Is it that we're doing too many fundraisers, or is travel sports too expensive?
Right. Yeah.
And that's the main point. And it's it's a necessary evil, these travel organizations.
Yep.
So if you're trying to pick a travel, just make sure that they're doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah. Another thing we got coming up, this will be our third year that we've done our fall sports community pep rally. And that's going to be on August 17th. That's Sunday, August 17th. And this year, the first year we did it, we had Lonnie Jones spoke. And then the second year we had Josh Asmus. This year we wanted to do something different. And we're going to honor John Morrison. We're going to talk about Johnny Morrison. And most of you know, if you follow Niles sports at all, Marvin, I don't know if you ever met John, but you will. He is an icon in Niles. He's been a manager. He's helped with our athletics since, I believe, the 70s.
Wow.
It was like 77 when he first started.
Yeah, he's been there a long time. And he is a bedrock part of our community. He's kind to everybody. He knows your name. Like he will talk to you and say, if you see him, he'll ask about you.
He'll know the year you graduated.
He'll ask about your
What
family.
position you played. What do you think about this game, that game?
And I teach this book. I'm an English teacher, Marvin, and I teach this book Tuesdays with Maury. And Maury gets ALS, which is the Ice Bucket Challenge. I don't know if you remember that, but like
Absolutely.
He gets ALS, and the book is all about like, hey, he's like, it's terrible that I have this disease, but it's also a good thing because I get all this time. And Johnny's healthy. I'm not saying, but like, it made me think about like, hey, he's here right now. I want to celebrate him. I don't want to wait until later on down the road. Like, he's here, he's healthy. Let's honor him. Let's celebrate him. And one of the things that we're going to do is we are going to sell a shirt that says Johnny Morrison, Viking legend. And the money that we raise off of that shirt is we're going to make a scholarship and a scholarship fund. And I hope we can fund it for years from just this sale of this shirt. We'll see how many shirts we sell. But we want to give scholarships to, at the end of the year, to the male and female who most exhibit Viking spirit and school pride. Because that's what he's all about. Nobody loves Viking athletics more than Johnny. Yeah. I mean, nobody, and even him, even me. Like, he bleeds blue and gold. And so we want to honor him, but at the same time, raise some funds to when these kids get these scholarships. This is in his name. This is because of him and his legacy and who he is and everything that he's done. So that's coming up on August 17th. Matt, is there any other events coming up?
No, it's just, that we have what's considered a down period.
Yep.
Is that week before you can actually try out and play.
Yep.
And so that's the beginning of August, and then tryouts start August 11th.
Okay. Awesome. Well, Marvin, thank you for joining us and allowing us to come in. Thank you to you and Mr. Campbell and everybody here who has helped our kids and sponsored us and just shown support, and gone out of your way when you don't have to do that. So we do appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
Is there anything that you'd like to say to the customers or to our audience or just in general before we sign off here?
No, just real proud to be entwined in this community and actively involved in any way we possibly can. And it means a lot to Doug Campbell and his family, the support we get from the community, and we want to continue to be woven into this community. So thank you very much.
So if you have to buy a car, this is a place you can do it. If you need some mobile service, check that out. They will be at the football games for that field goal kick. So if they'll have information there if you want to get some information. We want to thank our sponsors, Chad Rohax and Ibid Electric Company, Kyle Zelmer, Horizon Realty, Ted Schrader and Schrader Tree Farms. Thank you to our sponsors. If you'd like to sponsor the Viking Huddle, You can reach out to me, dustin.cornelius@nileschools.org. Make sure that you like and subscribe to our podcast. And once again, thank you to Mr. Brawley. Do you have anything else to say? I want to make sure that I give you the last word.
This might be one of the longest ones we've ever done.
It's an hour. Marvin's on the clock, so he's got to go sell cars or something.
Like, keep talking.
Yeah, he probably wants to go sell some cars. So
no, I'm very excited for this year. We got a great group of seniors, great group of underclassmen. We're ready to get after it in a lot of sports. It's go time.
And this is Chase's last ride.
Yeah.
This is it. Little Chase. So
he's not so little.
He's not so he's not little.
He's not little.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for listening. And as always, go Vikings.
Break.